Hi guys, it's your girl Belinda up in my kitchen getting ready to chef up this lovely ham rice. So let's get the party started up in this kitchen for today. Alright, I'm going to do a quick flip side so you can see how I do everything. Very, very simple in your kitchen, 1, 2, 3 steps. Okay guys, so as you see here, I'm watching the news, so let me go ahead and turn this down a sec. Excuse me. There's a lot going on in the Reading area. I'm noticing a lot of things that are going on, and it's just really crazy. We have high allergy rating in our area where I have a couple videos where I went up to Blue Marsh with my family, and that's another reason why there's nothing safe out there up in the lake. So we couldn't really do nothing for Labor Day either. So yeah, they were just giving us an update on that as well. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna add in some canola oil. Okay, as you've seen, I have my chicken wings. I'm frying these up. I'm gonna fry some chicken wings today, just a couple pieces for my kiddos. Me and my honey are having the delicious pork, hickory smoked pork chops. All right, so I did a simple sazon tropical, keeping it very plain for my kiddos, the badilla. And I did add a little bit of the steak grilling, for grilling the mashed, Mrs. Dash. And that's all I have here. Very simple for my kids. All right, so we're gonna get to the rice. All right, if you look here, I have my hickory smoked ham. Cut up in nice chunks. I have that nice bone. You can see that in some of my videos. But I'm doing a different twist because I'm using my tomato de Goya, the sauce. This is 8 ounces. I'm using that to butter up my potatoes here. These are just plain white potatoes. And we're going to get this started. Okay. So the first thing I do is add in my canola oil. I want to hurry up and get this in here before it starts sizzling. Okay, so let me get my little thing here. This helps for the rice does not stick. So we're gonna do this as quick as I can, real quick, and then I'm gonna get my pan to start frying that delicious chicken wings for my kiddos and the pork chops for me and my honey. And I'm also doing these lobster little patties for me and my daughter for when she gets off of school. Okay, so the next thing I do is I go ahead and I add let me turn this down a little bit, and I add my potatoes because potatoes take a while to cook. So you want to make sure you add the potatoes in first very quickly. And then another thing I do, I can't believe it's not butter, is also another way for your rice to have a nice little texture of soft. So I add a little bit of butter in that too. With my sauce. Let's add in the sauce. So you can just throw this all in together. I do a whole, because I'm doing a big pot today. Get my big spoon here going on. And you just want to put it all together. No biggies. Very simple. Throw those beans in there. And this is all going to marinate for about a good 25 minutes before I add in my rice. Okay, and these are 2 different beans. I have the pinta beans and I also have red kidney beans. So I'm doing 2 different beans for this. And the first thing I like to do is add in my bone right in the middle. And then the other pieces I just put on the side, and it's all going to blend in together, but as it sizzles and sits there, that's what I like to do. All right, last but least, before you add in the rice, okay, now wait 1 second, let me just wash my hand here. You want to add in olive oil. This gives a nice good texture to when you do yellow rice, especially with ham. And it's good for the rice. So I would say about a tablespoon and a half for a big pot like this. All right. All right, so I'm gonna put this bad boy up and let that start cooking. So this is gonna cook for about a good 20 to 25 minutes before I add in the rice. Okay, so the coloring for the rice is gonna be just that simple Goya tomato sauce. That's all you need. You don't need to add in sazon packets or nothing. This gives it a nice yellow color. So you're pretty set off just with that. Now I know some people, they do add maybe a packet. You may if you like, but I'm just gonna show you the way I just do this, very simple, and you'll just still have that pretty yellow color. All right, so exit the sazon. You don't need it. I know people that use it though. All right, we're gonna get right to letting this rock out. You're also, after the 25 minutes are up, you're gonna add in an 8-ounce cup of water, a clean spring water, temperature, room temperature, into this as it sizzles down, gets a little down to the pan, and then you're gonna go ahead and add in your rice. Okay, so you'll see that next step coming up, and I'm gonna get my pan ready to fry that delicious chicken. Okay guys, so it's a little after like 22 minutes, and we're gonna go ahead and start putting our rice into this deliciousness. So look at that, it's all the way down to the bottom. That's what you're looking for. I already added my water, my 8-ounce water. Okay, and I still have another 8 ounce I'm gonna put in after I put in the rice. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and mix this up. I have my lobster patties ready. I have my oil back there getting ready to throw in my chicken to fry. I have my onions for my pork, and I have my avocados. I gotta have an avocado with this meal. And look at that nice bone. Look at that, look at the potatoes, beautiful. So now we're ready to add in our clean rice. Okay, so you see, it's clean rice, that's how you want it. You wanna make sure you get all that starch out, especially if you're adding potatoes in. You should always clean your rice no matter what. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and mix that up. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in one more 8-ounce cup of water and top it for another half hour to 35 minutes. And you know the rest of the story, just flip, flip, flip. Rice is very easy to make, as everybody knows. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Make sure it's temperature. That's why I love my water fountain here, because it gives me the right water that I need when I do my cooking. So this is a great investment here for me. And you guys are gonna see how I do those delicious pork chops. Okay, that's coming up. I'm gonna do all these clips little by little. Another 8 ounce. Okay. So the middle one is warm, so keep your temperatures the same. Don't, scare your rice and your meat and all that good stuff. All right, guys, so this is already good to go. You hear that sizzling? This is where I'm doing my pork chops, so we're gonna push that aside. All right, so this is super ready and super ready to fry. Let's do this. And so my kids, they like a lot of fried stuff. That's really hot, so you just want to be careful when it's hot like that. Especially my daughter, she likes a lot of fried stuff. I don't cook fried stuff for her a lot, but once in a while I'll do some frying. And this is like you would consider like a deep frying. I always make sure it's really hot when I fry. Just like that. See that? But you always want to test it with one chicken first before you start throwing the other. Now, I do about 3 pieces in this pan. Let me get my choppers. My tauntauns here. So good. So yummy. Who doesn't like fried food? Come on now. But me, I like it, but not all the time. Once in a while is okay. Alright, so there you have it. This is cooking. Everything's good. Alright, so as soon as I'm done frying this, coming up next is the pork chops and the lobster patties. Cannot wait. Super yum. Yum, yum day today. Okay guys, so while everything back there is frying up to perfection back there, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to start my lovely lobster patties. Now these are already made up already in a box, and it's pretty expensive if you buy it like this. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these patties at the Giants for about, I'd say about 13, 14 bucks. But you know, it's something they put together so lovely. It saves you a lot of time. I would love to do this myself at home, but days like this, these are perfect. They're nice and fresh. And usually when I get like seafood or anything in that category, I always go for Giants or Wise. Those are my favorite, freshest places to get this kind of stuff. All right, so let's get this cranking up. Now, of course, you want to put a medium low. These cook very quickly. I use olive oil, guys. Olive oil is so good when it comes to anything you cook. One of my favorite things in the kitchen that I use. Of course, you want to make sure this sizzles a little bit. And again, I'm going to be taking my lovely, I just washed it too. So it doesn't mix with the canola oil a little bit with these guys. And you just want to make sure everything's nice and wet. Look at that chicken. I think they're going to love that. And my Yum Yum's home, so he's going to get first stabs in that chicken. Still have these pieces for my daughter. Alright guys, so you want to, put it at a low medium, but just to get it cranked up, get it on a high. And you simply just want to put them in very lovely, just like that. Again, this is something so simple in your kitchen on days like this. It seems like a lot, but trust me, all this stuff cooks very quickly. The only thing you're basically waiting on is the rice. Alright guys, now look at how them bad boys are nice and in there, swimming in that olive oil. Love it. Now any olive oil you choose is perfectly fine, as long as it's olive oil. Okay guys, my lobster patties are completely done. So you want to go ahead and take a napkin, just like this, just to dab a little bit of that olive oil off of them. Make sure they have a nice little crisp to them. So delicious. These are my daughter's favorite. And they cook so fast. Back and forth about 6 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to 6 minutes. Back and forth on a very low, because you don't want to burn these. They will burn easily. Make sure you do these very delicately with love. Alright guys, so I gotta pull my chicken out back there. And I'm gonna get this out of here. Look at those babies there, so pretty. Look at that. Alright, that's looking good. Goody for today. Alright, and I just shook that pan back there with some water. Okay guys, so let me go ahead and flip these. Look at those babies. Looking delicious. Absolutely delicious. Look at that. Say another 7 minutes and those bad boys are done. And we can go ahead and start doing these. Alright guys, coming up next is going to be the delicious pork chops. Don't miss it. Okay guys, so pretty much the same thing with the pork chops. I'm going to use olive oil. And we're going to go ahead and get this party started on these lovely pork chops. So delicious. Alright, so I have my lovely hickory smoked pork chops. So delicious. Look at those bad boys. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Nice and thick. Love it. Olive oil. Want to put in at least a 1/3 of olive oil. Throw in those delicious onions. I do lots of onions with these pork chops. So good. And as I cook my pork chops, I basically just make a bedding for my pork chops with the onion, and I sit my pork chops right on top. Now these have a lot of flavor, so you don't need much seasoning to put on them. They carry a lot of flavor. Okay, so I just do a simple salt and pepper. That's it. And I add it right on top, just like that. Get these onions there. So I do a simple salt, table salt, and pepper. That is it. Now let me open this up a little bit wider here. I have a bigger mouth. And a simple pepper. I add in 2 cups of water. And I'm still frying back there my chicken. My chicken is done here. Look at that, so pretty. And sorry if the lighting in my, there we go. I guess it was my phone. All right, so let's go ahead and get that water. Okay, so we want to go warm. So simple cooking, like I said, 1, 2, 3. And all this is done before you know it. So all this together takes about maybe, I say about 45 minutes to 50 minutes for everything to get done. And that's not bad for a full course meal like this. So, don't worry about the pepper sliding off. It's going to all be together. So lovely. And then I just go ahead and I top that bad boy. If I can find my lid here. I like using this one. This one works perfectly fine. Alright guys, so coming up is me spinning up the rice and the final plating. So don't miss it, y'all. Your girl chefing it up in her kitchen. And again, thanks for everyone that is watching and continue to support me on my YouTube channel. Like I said, I look forward and doing lots of things for next summer. Trust and believe that. Okay guys, so it is the final plating for this deliciousness with the hickory smoked ham into the rice along with these delicious pork chops. Rice cooked to perfection. I took one of these little fatty pieces of the hickory smoked ham that was in the rice just for a presentation. Look how pretty. Rice is cooked to perfection. See the potato, so delicious. I made a separate little plate over here for my son. And we're going to go ahead and throw some chicken wings on there. And I'm going to give him 2 beautiful chicken wings. This is for my honey, this plate. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my hefty spoon here because I want to make sure I add in those lovely onions into this beautiful chop. Look at that. So delicious. Look at that. Dress it pretty, y'all. Dress it pretty. Look at that. So good. Some avocado. Look at that. So pretty. So pretty. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Something so simple in your kitchen. Check that out. So delicious. And you can also add a little sauce on the side. It could be barbecue sauce, whatever's your preference, whatever you choose to use. So there you have it, the final plating for today, y'all. So I don't know when I'll be cooking again. It'll be sometime this week for sure. Remember, I have a lot going on with the kids in school again. So one day at a time, everything will fall back into place in a couple weeks, I promise. And then it'll be me and you one-on-one every day in my kitchen, or every other day, I should say. Hi, thanks for watching.